What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon, as always. We're chilling, guys, sitting at about 353, 354. Not a whole lot's going on, and I'm just looking at the 4-hour time frame because it's the only kind of time frame that has me a little bit worried. I would like to have seen us move up already. The longer that we hang out here, the more I'm inclined to believe that we could revert back down, and that's okay. You know, pulling back down here, again, just showing from a relative perspective, from a high to a low. I mean, that's at our 382, our relative 382 there, like 330, and that's okay to do. From a high to a low here, that's also corresponding with this 382. So moving back down there, even lower than this low, that doesn't have me worried. But I would definitely like to see us move up sooner than later, right? Even at the cost of moving down first and then moving up, I'm okay with that. But I'd like to see us get above this 376 zone sooner. I thought that it was going to happen over the last couple of days. I thought they were going to move up, and today I'm a little bit more skeptical. Again, it kind of almost looks like with this RSI having a double top right here, it almost would suggest that you go down, and it would make sense to go down to your 382 area on both accounts on this fib, right around 330. It's also the previous area, that 330 area is that previous area where we were finding resistance a couple times here on these 4-hour candles before we broke out to the upside, right there at 330. So it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to happen. 1 hour looks fine. You know, the 4-hour even looks fine, honestly. If it went down, though, it just wouldn't be crazy. The daily would allow for us to go down a little bit too. All I'm trying to say, I guess, the main message of this video is I still believe we're moving up. Just don't be surprised if today we move down a little bit. Or, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe today we don't move down, gather up some reinforcements per se, and then move up higher, right? Perhaps we just go higher, we move higher. And this little 4-hour double top in the RSI is nothing to worry about. But we were moving up higher, right? Looking to move up higher, stormed in, looking to move up higher right here. We had a 4-hour close above this, had all the, maybe not all the momentum in the world, but definitely had some positive momentum. Looking good in the RSI. We had no volume, no one to carry it out higher, so maybe shake some people out, maybe get some people some better opportunities to buy back in, and then we can go higher, something like that. Again, don't be concerned if we drop 20 bucks or so from here. And we could drop more. It's possible. It is possible. I wouldn't like to see us break back below 300, but really in 330, I'd really like to see that hold as well. But it is possible that we could go somewhere between 300 and 330, 310 and 330 more specifically. But the area that I would call for is about 330, like right around there, over the next day or so, unless we just move up from here. But time will tell. So one last thing that I want to do before we move on, and I'm repeating myself. Wow, that's all those were still on there. Looking at this on Bitcoin Cash on the 4-hour, we are about to get a 4-hour cross. However, if things happen the way that I've kind of laid them out today, that would imply that we move back down below this, and that could, you know, actually look pretty damn bearish, giving us a little bit of momentum below that 330 area as well. So I don't know, if we were to move down to 330, I suppose what I'd like to see is no 4-hour bodies closing below this yellow line, because that in itself would not look good. We can wick down there. Maybe it's a quick wick down to this area, and then we bounce right back up in that same 4-hour period. I don't know. That'd be okay. Maybe we don't get that. I don't know. Looking at this would imply that we're about to get this cross, but we just haven't yet. Like we've been looking like this for some time. Why haven't we gotten it? Why has the volume died off? It doesn't make sense to me. But the volume is dead right before a breakout, and we can normally, you know, do that one of two ways. 1 hour is looking fine. Daily, looking sad and not too happy with us. Weekly, looking fine. Kind of sad and not too happy with us as well. Let's see. Yeah, man. The real ultimate goals right now are closing above 376, 377. We want to do that. 377, actually. Close above there on any given day or multi 4-hour period. And then really after that, it's just closing above $400. That'd get us above this ribbon here on the weekly. And then also, that's just, I think that's a huge psychological level as well, an area that we found support and resistance at a few times. So getting above $400 is definitely a goal right now to have. But the first one, 376, 377, get above there, cross 400. And then once we do that, we're starting to look for prices that are well above 500, even above 600 and beyond, of course. So I don't know. I was just looking at the ribbon here to see if there's anything else that we could see, but there's nothing really going on. I love these months closing above the ribbon, not just above the yellow line, but above the ribbon overall. Right here, we were closing in the ribbon. All these closes in the ribbon. Where here we've been closing above the ribbon, literally above it each time. Wicking down into it, sure, but closing above it now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months in a row. If we can close this one above it, so that's pretty cool, man. Anyways, hit that like button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. All in all, Bitcoin Cash is just being boring. Don't be surprised if it moves down a little bit today. We're just waiting on that breakout to happen. Hopefully it comes in. If not today, over the next 2 days, and that breakout would take us somewhere around like 376 or higher. We could be breaking out above $400 for sure on this next move. Maybe 410, 432. Inevitably higher, of course, but just, this next leg up, I would expect it to at least take us up here. I would think that we break through 376, actually. I really would. So down and then up 410, 432, something like that, and then we'll go from there, you guys. Targets are higher than that, and for the overall range, of course, we have much higher targets in mind as well. 1414 lining up with the 2618 on this relative move here. That's at about $1,000. I don't know. Time will tell. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for real. Bye-bye.